This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
You know, I've been in this industry for a long, long time. And, you know, I got my start right there in Memphis, Tennessee. So what better person than to give a little intro to the only podcast in the UK that specifically talks about Memphis wrestling. That's right. We're talking about Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast. Folks, sit back, grab you a cup of hot tea. Hope you enjoy it. Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast.
Got a doggone good-looking show lined up.
This is the future, baby, and Jimmy Hart's here. You're not in the same caliber as I am.
Who's the greatest wrestler in the world, and why am I?
You're acting like a hoodlum now. Come on, quit it!
Hello again, wrestling fans, and welcome to the studios of the Old Bakery as we get ready to give you another exciting week here at the UK's number one and only Memphis wrestling-related podcast. We are the Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast. I am, as always, your host, Mr. Luke Jennings, hoping the podcast finds you fine and dandy wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the Dance, said he. Please do not forget to follow us on Twitter at Memphis Cast, and also we are back on Instagram. You can just search for Memphis Cast and you'll find us there. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button here on our home, the Place to Be Wrestling Network, home of great shows such as Wrestling's Chicken Salad, NWA Saturday Special, PTBN's Main Event, Nation Invasion, Highway to the Impact Zone, Monday Night Project, and many, many other great shows that come to you on a near daily basis. You can follow the network on Twitter at PTBN Wrestling. You can also find us, the podcast, on all good podcast suppliers. If you don't wish to be part of the Place to Be Wrestling Network, simply search Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast on all good podcast suppliers and you will find us there. YouTube.com/at Memphis Cast allows you to watch some classic Memphis episodes, as well as there's some Japan, there's some all sorts on there. Patreon.com/Memphis Cast gets you early access, so you'll be able to watch the videos, you'll be able to watch me watching the videos. And that is all for £1 a month. So that is a great bargain there. Hello, you can finally see me. I've decided to press the button. If you're watching, you'll find out what I've just done. Anywho, yes, so you can find us on Patreon as well. So last week, ladies and gentlemen, this week we covered the 16th of April 1983. Last week we covered the 9th of April, where we saw Cornette being Cornette. Tag teams aplenty once again, hats, smoke, as well as all the usual awesomeness from the Memphis territory. Before we head down to ringside, let's have a little whirl around and see what's happening around the rest of the wrestling world. On the 10th of April 1983, Johnny Weaver defeated Leo Burke to win the North American title at Toronto, Canada's Maple Leaf Gardens. On the same show, NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair defeated Rowdy Roddy Piper by disqualification. On the 11th, here in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Mid-South Coliseum, 6,366 witnessed Duke Myers defeating Bobby Fulton. Porkchop Cash and Dream Machine defeating Steve-O and Carl Fergie. The Galaxians defeated... I pressed the wrong button again. The Galaxians defeated the Rock and Roll Express in a Texas Tornado match where the Galaxians' masks were at stake. Southern champion Bill Dundee battled Dutch Mantell to a double countout. Stagger Lee and Terry Taylor defeated Giant Frazier and Jimmy Hart and Bobby Eaton in a handicap versus hair match. The Giant Stan Frazier had his head shaved. The Southern Tag Team Champions, the Moondogs, beat the Fabulous Ones, and in the main event, Jerry Lawler defeated AWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Bockwinkel by disqualification in a match where there was no referee in the ring. Also on the 11th, Bob Armstrong defeated Ken Lucas to win the NWA Southeastern title in Birmingham, Alabama. Also on the 11th, in West Palm Beach, Florida, NWA World Champion defeated Dusty Rhodes by disqualification. On the 12th of April, Jerry Lawler defeated AWA World Champion Nick Bockwinkel by disqualification in Louisville, Kentucky. And also on the 12th, in Tampa, Florida, at the Fort Hesley Armory, NWA World Champion Ric Flair defeated Big Daddy. That is not the English Big Daddy. His name is Steve Biloso by disqualification. On the 13th of April, on the Mid-South television taping in the Irish McNeil's Boys Club in Shreveport, Louisiana, Ted DiBiase and Mr. Olympia defeated Mr. Wrestling 2 and Tiger Conway Jr. to win the Mid-South Tag Team titles. Also on the 13th, Miami Beach, Florida, at the Convention Center, 6,271 were witnessed to Ric Flair defeating Barry Windham, Dusty Rhodes and Big Daddy, and Big Blackjack Windham defeated Angelo Mosco, Kevin Sullivan and Purple Haze. Adrian Street defeated Scott McGee to win the Florida title. I don't know if that means Adrian Street's out of the territory for a bit. I don't know. He was teaming with Jesse Barr, so we may see him on this show. I don't know. Terry Allen and Brad Armstrong defeated the Kangaroos to win the global tag team titles. Charlie Cook defeated Frank Dusek by disqualification. On the 15th, WWF held a show in the Civic Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 18,000 witnessed Eddie Gilbert defeating Rocky Cole. Tony Gurria defeating Barra Cicluna. Women's champion, the Fabulous Moolah and Donna Cristanello defeated Candy Malloy and Penny Mitchell. Rocky Johnson defeated WWF Intercontinental Champion Don Morocco via disqualification. Mr. Fuji defeated Pedro Morales via countout. Salvatore Bellomo defeated Superstar Billy Graham via countout. And the main event saw Bob Backlund, Jimmy Snuka, and Andre the Giant defeating Big John Studd, Afa and Samula. A quick plug, Stick to Wrestling with John McAdam is a weekly podcast brought to you by the Arcadian Vanguard. John is a long-time fan. He's also promoted. He was also a tape trader back in the day. He does a weekly podcast. They cover everything from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. He's recently been covering the spring of 1983 in the WWF. He's also covered the winter of 1982, the summer of 1982. I believe he's going forward. He's covering sort of multiple months in the promotion. It's a very interesting listen. Stick to Wrestling with John McAdam. And then today, on the 16th, Roddy Piper defeated Greg Valentine to win the NWA US title in the Greensboro Coliseum. In another disputed Dusty Rhodes title reversal, the Midnight Rider appears to have again defeated the NWA World Champion Ric Flair for the title in St. Petersburg, Florida at the Bayfront Center, but the decision was reversed to an official referee not counting the pinfall. Mid-South Wrestling holds a show at the Superdome in New Orleans in Louisiana. 21,400 witnessed Junkyard Dog defeating Mr. Olympia to win the North America title in a steel cage match. David and Kerry Von Erich defeated Terry Gordy and Buddy Rose. Andre the Giant defeated Kamala. Butch Reed defeated Kendo Nagasaki. Not the UK version. Mr. Olympia and Ted DiBiase defeated Mr. Wrestling 2 and Tiger Conway Jr. Chavo Guerrero defeated Bill Irwin. Art Cruz defeated Kelly Kinitsky. And King Kong Bundy defeated Tim Horner. Austin, Texas, Adrian Adonis defeated Bob Sweetan to win the Southwest Heavyweight title. AWA holds a show in Chicago, Illinois. Brad Reagans defeated Rocky Stone. Rick Martel defeated John Tolos. Joyce Grable and Wendy Richter defeated Judy Martin and Velvet McIntyre. Wahoo McDaniel defeated Sheik Adnan Al-Qaisi. Mad Dog Vachon defeated Jerry Blackwell by disqualification. Hulk Hogan, Greg Gagne and Jim Bronzell defeated Ken Patera, Jesse Ventura and Bobby Heenan. AWA World Champion Nick Bockwinkel defeated Jerry Lawler. Also again, John McAdam on Stick to Wrestling. John McAdam, they've also been covering various years in AWA, which is also another good listen. And then finally, on this day, on the 16th of April 1983, the WWF holds a show in the Boston Garden. 13,233 witnessed Johnny Rodz defeating Charlie Fulton, Salvatore Bellomo defeating Jose Estrada, Eddie Gilbert and Tony Gurria defeating Mr. Fuji and Swede Hansen, Chief J. Strongbow defeating Superstar Billy Graham, WWF Champion Backlund defeated Big John Studd, Iron Mike Sharp defeated Joe Strongbow, Rocky Johnson defeated the WWF Intercontinental Champion Don Morocco by countout, Ray Stevens defeated SD Jones, and Pedro Morales and Jimmy Snuka defeat Afa and Samula. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. So without further ado, let's head down to ringside and see what Lance and Dave have got for us as we cover the 16th of April 1983 on episode 111 of the Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast. Please enjoy.
This Russell Dave Brown right along ringside. Goodness, we're ready for it. Championship Wrestling. We got a full card today, David.
Oh, we're going to have the Rock and Roll Express in here, opening match of the day. Rick Morton, Robert Gibson. Then we're going to have Big Duke Myers. Duke Myers with Jimmy Cornette in his corner in a handicap match today. We're going against two wrestlers in that handicap match.
In a long time.
Been quite some time. Yeah, it should be interesting. Then Jerry the King Lawler scheduled against the Ace of Spades. It'll be Stagger Lee, Terry Taylor, and Dutch Mantell all on one side of the ring in a six-man match going against the Bruise brothers. All of them.
All three
Jake,
of them.
Elwood, and Mad Dog. All of them in here.
Yes,
and that's not all. Expiration of time match today. The International Roughnecks, the Moondogs, will be here.
That will cheer our day throughout the entire thoughts of it, yeah. We're going to take time out right now, but we're going to be back and get ready to go with an opening bout when we have the Rock and Roll Express ready to do it all. We'll be back.
We've got another action-packed card here. Hi. So we've got tag team matches again. We've got a handicap match. We've got a six-man tag. We've got two tag matches, and Jerry Lawler's going to be on the show, so that should be a dandy. We see this in Memphis. You see the same faces every couple of weeks, so you'll see we've seen the Rock and Roll now for about 3-4 weeks. We've seen Moondogs 3 or 4 weeks. We had that for a while with like the Fabulous ones. They have the same guys on the show, and then all of a sudden they'll be gone. No explanation. They've gone. Someone's gone. Someone's gone somewhere, and that's it. And then there'll be another guy coming in, which is good, I suppose. It's a lot better than what it is nowadays, where there's just like AEW. There's 1,200 people on the fucking card. You'll see one person for 3 weeks. You're there and not see them for 6 months, but they're still in the company, and then the next person will come in, and then boom, and then boom, and then boom, and then it's just like a production line. So yeah, that's enough talk of modern wrestling. Shite, fucking shite. Anywho, let's get down to action for our first match. Just colour things, greens and yellows.
Official announcements, David.
One fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing total weight 412 pounds. From Memphis, Tennessee, Pat Hutchinson, his partner Jim Jameson, going against him at a total of 437 pounds. From Nashville, Tennessee, and Pensacola, Florida, Rick Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. One fall, 15-minute time limit.
So if you see me just writing down names so I know who's who. Pat Hutchinson, Jim Jameson versus the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky and Robert. Jay Calhoun's our referee once again. Green ropes, blue canvas for those of you on the audio. Robert starting for his team, Pat starting for his team. Pat Hutchinson is wearing black tights, black boots. Robert is wearing black true tights, white boots, calling over top. So they look by Robert. Off the ropes, shove off by Pat. Shoulder tackle by Robert. Off the ropes again, Robert comes over, leapfrog. Pat Hutchinson thinks he's done something remarkable, and all he does is get slammed to the canvas. Pat Hutchinson complaining of a tight pull.
Robert Gibson backs to his corner. Rick Morton with a word or two.
So yeah, we've got another full house here, as you can see. We've still got the black curtain. We haven't had a colourful curtain for quite a while, but it's all black and sombre. Oh, Ricky now in black tights, white boots with a go behind on Pat Hutchinson. Pat Hutchinson gets under the ropes. The hold is broken. As you can see, I'm wearing a lovely Our Vantage Point T-shirt. Joe and Quinn, got one of those New Jersey boys doing a very good job with the podcasting world. They've also got a non-wrestling podcast, Acid Washed Memories. Oh! Hammerlock by Ricky, drops his knee across the arm, now tags in at Robert. Irish whip by Ricky, Robert with a back elbow, and excuse me, knocks Jim Jameson off the side as well. Side headlock now by Robert, hair pull by Pat, tag into Ricky. Ricky, hooks the arms, and Robert gets a lick in before he leaves. Oh, forearm smash by Ricky. Snapmare by Morton. Rear chin lock. Face lock, whatever you call it. They've still got their bandanas on, they've got their bandanas on their heads, they've got bandanas on their wrists, to sort of certainly getting that rock and roll look as we would get to know it in the future.
2 minutes gone.
Tag to Jim Jameson. Jim Jameson, white and black trousers, white boots. He's in there now against Robert Gibson. Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Test of strength. Robert comes out of it. Full arm dragon twist of the arm. Tags in Riggy. So no, hip toss by Morton. Takes down Jameson. Now in control of the arm. Ba. Oh. Jim Jameson in considerable amount of pain there, as you can see on the facial expression if you're watching on the video.
Rock and Roll Express
makes the tag Robert tagged back in.
And out, keeping the fresh man in there. Good tag team tactics.
Slight hammerlock, now tags back in at Morton. Oh, elbow to the exposed ribs.
To the rib cage.
Tag in again, back into Gibson.
Stagger.
Oh, lovely drop kick there by Gibson as he comes in. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Pat Hutchinson again gets drop kicked by Morton to save the pin from being stopped. Your winners, the Rock and Roll Express.
Fine drop kick, put him away. Give an assist to Rick Morton, who kept Pat Hutchinson out of it with another drop kick as Hutchinson was coming over to help out. The time on it, 3 minutes, 9 seconds. And the winners, the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, they continue to look awfully good, David. I'll tell you, they weren't against their toughest opposition today, but they sure as Sam Hill look very, very good in there. Well, Steve-O is not with us today.
I came out here especially to see him. You know, I felt a little bit bad. I exposed him last week. I did a little expose, and I found out that Steve-O was a Pollock, and I felt a little bit bad about it. I thought maybe I didn't make him feel at home. So what I did was I went out and I got him something as a gift from the South to make him feel at home. Some nice fat Polish sausage right here. Dave, if you want to take that home, it's nice weather for a barbecue. Now let me, you know, Steve-O, how many Steve-O's, Lance, does it take to screw in a light bulb, huh? It takes about 4 to turn the ladder while one holds above. You know, Steve-O is so stupid, he thinks right guard is a branch of the Army. That's about Steve-O. I know because Olsenowski's a Polak.
Jimmy,
so let me talk. Okay, we're not going to hear. We're going to hear something about. We're going to hear something about the Rock and Roll Express. Muffy Morton and Sissy Gibson, the Valley Girls. I love it. The past couple of weeks, they wrestled the Galaxians, and what happened? We beat them, and they went back and they asked for another match. We beat them again. Every time they would go back and stack the deck against us, and still we would come out on top. So after last week, we beat them so bad, we humiliated those boys in the middle of the ring. This time we were in the driver's seat because they wanted to get back a hold of us so bad they would do anything. And since we had to put our mass at stake, I figured, well, what would be a comparable stipulation? And I decided that there would be nothing that I would like to see more than Muffy Morton and Sissy Gibson with those heads peeled back like an egg. And so I told them the only way you'll get the Galaxians back in the ring is by putting your hair up at stake. And they were so stupid, I'm going to be in the ring too. Against the three of us, they're going to put their hair up, so what you're going to be seeing is a bunch of bald Valley girls. And I believe you have a tape. I'm sure back up there in the editor's booth somewhere, in the director's booth, you have a tape of the match that we had with them last week. I'd like to see it.
Our time is up, Jimmy. Thank you for coming out.
What do you mean our time? I got enough money, I can buy your time for you.
We will show it when we get ready to show it. Jimmy Cornette, head of the Dynasty. Right now, let's take a break, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Do apologise for any of Jim Cornette's comments. Something that is probably a regular thing now in 2023. But yeah, so Jim's terms and everything about Steve-O, are very not nice. He's back again.
It's Dynasty Day on Championship Wrestling.
We've heard just about everything that we want to hear out of it. Switch mics, it didn't
What's
work.
the matter?
Okay.
What a Mickey Mouse operation. You can't even run a television show around here, Lance. You're overpaid.
Jimmy, you don't... Oh, okay.
What's the matter? You got starch in your shorts or what? Lance, let me tell you something about Duke
Come
Myers.
on now, yeah, I know.
Duke Myers was an international star. He came in here with a great reputation. He's wrestled all over the world, and what happened? He's been languishing in preliminary matches, wrestling in the first and second match on a card, because none of the so-called big stars around here will face the man. It's as simple as that. They won't climb in the ring with him. Look at him. 6 feet 4 inches tall, 260 pounds, with one of the most awesome reputations in the country, and nobody would face him. As a matter of fact, they had a little meeting a couple of weeks ago, and they said, we're not going to get in the ring anymore at all against Duke Myers with just one of us. There's got to be 2 of us, maybe 3 of us, preferably 4 or more. Nobody will get in the ring one-on-one with the man.
Maybe it's the attitude you all...
Ignorant. You listen. You don't talk. You listen to him. He does the talking, baby.
Okay.
You're here to interview, not interrupt. Listen to me. Jerry Lawler came in here a long time ago and made a big splash, and he got to be the king of wrestling. Well, all kings' reigns fall. You're about to see the new king of wrestling, and we've got a couple of guys, like I said, because there's a conspiracy against us. We've got not 1 but 2 guys up here in this ring right now that Duke is going to pulverize for you people, for your enjoyment, to show you exactly what kind of men I have in the dynasty, and you don't mess around with Jimmy Cornette, especially when boating season is coming up, and I've entered some regattas I need to make.
Okay, well, get him in the ring, and it'll make everybody happy in there. Okay, we're about ready to go with a handicap match, Dave.
All right, it's going to be 1 fall, 15-minute time limit, a handicap match. 2 wrestlers on one side of the ring and 1 on the other. Introducing a total weight of 305 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Tom Maley and his partner David Johnson. And going against that team from Portland, Oregon, 268 pounds with his manager Jimmy Cornette, Duke Myers. This match will be 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
So we are back. Handicap match. Duke Myers, red singlet, black boots, managed by Jim Cornette, going against Tom Maley, and I'm not totally sure who the gentleman was. I can't remember his name. Tom Maley now yellow trunks, black boots, just got punched in the side of the head. Oh, covering forearm there by Myers. Oh, and again. Oh, Myers, a former Stampede wrestling superstar, up there in Chile, Calgary.
Johnson, both good young fellas, but they are individually outmanned in terms of size.
Duke Myers is there's not much on him because he's from Stampede, but I believe he's a veteran. He's been wrestling for quite some time at this point. I don't know if he's still alive, actually.
In addition to that, you got to get to the corner. Oh, reverse neck breaker, and Maley's down. Big elbow from Duke, and Duke follows it up with another one, and
he died in 2015. He's been wrestling at this point. He's been wrestling 13 years. Build from Portland, Oregon. He is a former NWA Gulf Coast Heavyweight Champion. Numerous time. Is a 7-time International Tag Team Champion in Stampede Wrestling with Kerry Brown, Bobby Bass, Dynamite Kid, David Schultz, Mike Sharp. He's also a former 1-time Stampede North American Champion. So he's got a lineage behind him. Still whooping now Tom Myers here. Tom Maley, sorry. Tom Myers? He's Duke Myers. That's Tom Maley.
Right. Maley's great problem looks like it's going to be
he's now hanging Maley over the ropes and slingshots him back.
On this side of the ring.
Oh, drops a knee across the chest of Myers. Jimmy Cornette sat in his manager's chair. Oh, big right hand on Maley. Oh, again. You can see him and Schultz being quite the team. A very similar look, very similar style, just roughhouse style that him and Schultz would have had. Oh, knee to the fucking head. Jesus.
Duke Myers.
Oh, and again, knee to the head.
Totally one-sided in this handicap match. David hadn't had a chance to get in as Tom has been.
Poor David Johnson on the outside.
Been in the ring. And Myers continues to go to work on Tom Maley as he
again shot to the throat behind the referee's back.
From this side of there.
Dave Johnson's now in. White trunks, black boots. He's met by Duke Myers. Oh, double nogger. Johnson's down. Oh, knee to the chest.
Duke Myers going.
Dave Johnson trying to fight out of this, but no such luck, Daddy.
But he's not quite as fresh as he was. There's that big elbow from Duke. Drops down with a knee this time, and he is just...
Duke Myers absolutely piling the pressure on these two men.
Look at David.
They're billing him as a monster that no one man wants to face Duke Myers. Two men are, and they're struggling.
Duke Myers doing his number, and
neat and small the back.
Giving him a battle trying to get in there.
Oh, headbutt. Lovely headbutt there. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Duke Myers.
Well, again, while it was not a beautiful thing in terms of wrestling, it was impressive as Duke Myers swung that 265 or so around in there on David Johnson and Tom Maley. Neither one of them individually. There's a case where it had been a good time for them to double team in there, but they unfortunately didn't bring that part of it off.
3 minutes, 17 seconds was the total time of it, and Myers just in control all the way.
Yes, he was. 3:17, the winner, Duke Myers, in a handicap match. We've got more big action coming up, and we'll be looking for it in just a moment.
Now that we got rid of Cornette and his influence in here, let's in fact, take a look. There's no question about it. When the Galaxians and the Rock and Roll Express get together, my friend, they, in fact, really get going at it. They're all fast. Let's take a look at some of that action that took place between Galaxians.
1 minute, 60 seconds to wrestle. Count of two. The foot's on the rope. Came very close to getting it.
So we are seeing footage from Mantell Coliseum. I don't know if this is the show that we reported on from the 11th. It was Rock and Roll versus the Galaxians. Randy Hales is our...
Morton and Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express, battling with the Galaxians here. And Robert with the side headlock. Morton with Beta into the ropes. And a backdrop. And another backdrop. And...
This could be the 11th. I think this is probably the 11th because it just looks like a Texas tornado match.
Coming down as we are 15 seconds away from the time limit. 15 seconds away.
Rock special double slams.
15 seconds away from the
time limit to do it. Double the leg drop by the Rock and Roll.
5 seconds to wrestle in this match. Both of them down. They got the count. 2 and...
No, time limit expired before the 3 count could be made.
And this match will be ruled a 15-minute draw.
15-minute draw has just happened.
Jerry Calhoun says there was 2 minutes. 2 minutes short due to a mistake made here at the table by myself and Lance. We made the mistake with
Jerry
the
Calhoun
timing.
saying that there was a mistake with the timing.
The referee
Jerry Calhoun's restarting the match. He's adding, so there was 2 minutes. There was a 2 minutes mistake, but he's adding 5 minutes back. Jim Cornette has gone absolutely bananas. The bell has rung and we are back underway. Big backboard drop there by Robert on one of the Galaxians. All 4 men again and again in the ring. I'm guessing this is a tornado match.
And the Galaxians.
Big back over there by Ricky. Goes for the cover. No, Robert goes for the cover. 1. Nope.
2. They're going after the mask now.
They're trying to take the mask off.
That a lot of people are
Snap man
confused,
by
but we
Robert.
just made a mistake.
Robert goes for the cover, but Ricky is trying to take the mask off, so the referee's trying to stop Ricky from taking the mask off. Jim Cornette is in the ring, he's got his shoe off, and shoot at the back of the head. The Galaxian rolls over Robert. Referee turns his attention around to the Galaxian. 1, 2, 3. Galaxians win. We've got that camera shot as well again from under the bottom rope, which is very different from what we're used to seeing.
Doing the commentary there, and it was an unfortunate thing. Just a mistake is all I can say. Hey, Rick and Robert, by golly, you guys still looking great and pouring it to it in that match you had here. Jimmy Cornette out here running off at the mouth about the Galaxian and how they're going to peel them like an egg.
Well, that's right, Lance. You know, Jimmy's got a good habit of fighting with his mouth. At the Rock and Roll Express, we fight with these right here. You know, Jimmy Cornette, this time we might be looking over our backs all day long, looking for you coming to the ring because you're going to be right there in the ring with us, baby. And one thing about it, if I wanted to get somebody to whoop you, I'd go out and get somebody's little sister. But this time you're going to be in the ring with the Rock and Roll Express, brother. And we're not coming out of there with our heads shaved. I don't care if I got to get a 2x4 wrap around your head about 5 times. The Rock and Roll Express are going to beat you, baby. That's what's going to happen, Lance.
Oh, golly, that's making it as positive as you can, Robert. And the way you guys been going, I believe it, too.
Thank you, Lance Ross. You know, we come to this territory, and the fans here have been super great. I'm just happy to be part of it, baby.
Okay, Robert and Rick Morton, the Rock and Roll Express. And I will tell you, my friend, they are really on a roll, and except for the little unfortunate timing situation, I think they'd have had those masks right off. Right now, I want to bring up a piece of tape that also involved Jimmy Cornette. Now, you're going to think that's strange when I tell you it's a match between Jerry the King Lawler and World Heavyweight Champion Nick Bockwinkel. But you take a look, and you'll see what I mean. Let's look. The referee stationed on the outside by agreement, and look at Bockwinkel.
This is again from the 11th, Nick Bockwinkel versus Jerry Lawler. The referee on the outside. Jerry's wearing her purple and blue singlet. Bockwinkel wearing her red trunks.
Slams his head into the steps coming up to the ring.
Jerry Lawler to the outside is now attacking the apron and releasing some forearm smashes to the back. Bockwinkel smashing Lawler's head first into the steps. And again.
Bangs Lawler's head down twice and a referee moves him away.
Bockwinkel now walks away.
I've never seen him more determined. He is
Very
really
aggressive.
interested in
AWA
inflicting
World
some
Champion
punishment.
here.
Nick left here with a black eye last week, a
Lawler on the head.
fat lip. And his head
Side
split
headlock
open.
now. Lawler pushes him into the ring apron, into the ring post try.
The King slams him into a
Crowd going
ring
bananas
post.
here.
But again, he's unable to follow
Full
it up.
of appreciation for
He
Jerry the
staggers
King
back, and he would
Lawler.
have fallen had it not been for grabbing
Is he bleeding? Probably
the
bleeding.
ring standard, rope standard. Lawler catches Bockwinkel with a right, not his best, but he stopped him.
Bockwinkel now goes face first at the
Bangs
steps.
Nick against the steps himself. Rolls back in the ring, hoping to get Bockwinkel in.
Referee on
and
the
go for a
outside.
pin.
Bockwinkel goes head first at the top turnbuckle. He is on the outside of the apron. Jerry's right hand by Bockwinkel.
Bockwinkel and Lawler blazing it out in a neutral corner
Lawler's
of
up.
the ring.
Both men not hit each other with right hands. Holy moly.
At the same time, Bockwinkel down on the apron. Lawler down on the second rope.
Both men in the ring.
So is Lawler.
Calhoun's in the ring, given a standing 10 count. Both men are up to the
13 and a half minutes in.
Calhoun both men are up. Headbutt to the groin by Bockwinkel. Oh no. Lawler kind of no sell. That strap is down, the strap is down. Headbutt to the groin, took no effect. Big right hand by Lawler. And again. And again. Bockwinkel's down. Bockwinkel's down. Big right hand by Lawler. Bockwinkel bumping like a machine here for the King. Bockwinkel in trouble. He's got no manager here to help him. Lawler's going up to the second rope. Yep, going up to the second rope. Swings up that fist. And goes for the cover. Calhoun comes in. 1, 2. Kick out. Bockwinkel kicked out. Jimmy Cornette coming down the ringside for some purpose. They're trying to get into the ring. Calhoun's stopping him. Jimmy Hart pushes Jerry Lawler off the top rope. Second rope. Bockwinkel now crawling over. Bockwinkel going for the cover, maybe. Goes for the cover. Calhoun is in. 1, 2. No. Calhoun stops. Calhoun's looking for Jimmy Hart. No. Calhoun breaks up the pin. He's given the match to Lawler by disqualification. Jimmy Hart now protesting. Jim Cornette now protesting. Jerry Lawler thinks he's won the belt.
So the winner in 1646 by disqualification, the King, Jerry Lawler.
And we will be back after after these messages. Please enjoy.
Hey everybody, this is Mike from Booking the Territory, the unprofessional, classic Southern wrestling podcast, and you are listening to the Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast with Luke Jennings.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Cammy all over, bright Miss Bonnie Lynn. There's a glow in her skin, soft and clean to make a man look twice. And the coconut soap helps it look so nice. She's Cammy all over.
Camay is the only leading beauty bar that's 1/2 coconut soap for creamier lather to feel soft all over.
Down to her toes, as soft as a rose. She used Camay all over.
Camay for beautiful skin all over.
Living Proof, the Hank Williams Jr. story, continues following these messages.
Tomorrow on Another World, will Cass be forced to give up Cecile?
I despise Cecile Corey. Stay away from her. I can't just write her out of my life.
Will Peter and Sally give in to their desires?
I was wondering when we'd get around to that.
And has Jamie found the woman of his dreams? Find out tomorrow on Another World.
Talk about tired legs.
A runway model runs a mini marathon every day.
Legs like mine need more than light support. Bless you, legs, for introducing Leg Shear Support Pantyhose. It's more effective than light support. New shear support is double graduated here and here. Supports me most where I need it most, comfortably. 5 more miles.
For legs that demand more support, demand new Leg Shear Support.
A young drowning victim is found. We'll have the story at 10.
We continue with Richard Thomas starring in Living Proof, the Hank Williams Jr. story.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you. 1 rehearsal, 4 actors, and 20 coffee cups. Around here, we don't like coffee, we love it. I look forward to my 6th cup as much as my first one. That's because my coffee's High Point decaffeinated. I don't need caffeine, I'm active enough, thank you. But that's just one reason this coffee lover chooses High Point. Oh, that aroma's wonderful. Just look at this deep, rich color. But you know what really matters to coffee lovers? This. Deep and rich. Flavor this good has to be deep brewed into a coffee.
Try High Point, the coffee lover's decaffeinated.
Deep brewed flavor. I think you'll really go for it.
Wait, can I ask you a question first of all?
Go right ahead.
You know the definition of a windjammer?
No, I really don't.
It's the agonizing screams of a trapped turd.
Have you heard of the man-grate?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Do you have a father? Man-grate is the perfect gift for this Father's Day. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% made in America. If he was dead, it would have been a really bad moment in the commercial. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Your father's dead. Is your mom still alive?
My mom?
Yeah.
No, she's dead.
Jesus Christ, is any of your relatives fucking alive? It's man-grate. They're revolutionizing the way people grill. What, Adam Egan? It's true. You haven't heard of the revolution? You can put chicken on this or steak. That's not that unique. It weighs a lot of pounds.
Is that heavy?
Again. No more flare-ups. You know, on your barbecue, there's always been flare-ups. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the man-grate. Chicken, steak, has never tasted so good. Again. This commercial is like a mini-series.
Hey, this is Joe Murata from Our Vantage Point, Retro Wrestling Podcast. But now, live from the studios of the Old Bakery, this is the Memphis Continental Wrestling Cast. And here's your host, Luke Jennings.
Now, though, I'm going to, and this will be a rare time that I want to invite the pairing of Jimmy Cornette and Jimmy Hart. That normally is something that you would avoid like the plague when these guys are together. But we're going to see if we can get them out here to discuss some of the action that has taken place and also some of the action that is coming up. Monday night, bell time, 8 o'clock. Tickets on sale till 5 today and all day on Monday. And then we're going to be looking for it to get underway. Here they come. I couldn't imagine that they were shy. They didn't come out here.
Man, excuse me for being late coming down here. Man, everybody's calling my house. The man who runs the TV saying, get down here. TV's dead, baby. You need to get down here. I overslept. So what's the problem, baby?
Okay, here's what I want you to do. I would like both of you to stand right here. I've got just about 30 seconds of tape that I would like.
Is it of me?
For the, no,
if it's of me, I'll watch it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're involved in it. Hart's involved. So let's roll it and take a look right now. There is Jimmy Cornette, coming out.
Jimmy, you look good. Look at that, baby.
And
I believe that's the green suit.
This was involved with the Jerry Lawler. Look, who is that back over there?
Who is that guy?
Jimmy Hart pushing the King off the rope down on the floor.
I remember when this happened.
You think maybe that you do, huh? Well, I can tell you somebody else that remembers it, and there is no question about it. Having seen that, it refreshes our mind. Why? And I thought you guys might be interested in that. Promoter Eddie Marlin has an added match for Monday night at the Coliseum. Now, this is a handicap match that's going to have 2 guys against 1. Well, that sounds like a nice way to beat somebody up with 2-on-1. You both, I think, are familiar with that. Jerry the King Lawler against Jimmy Cornette and Jimmy Hart. Hey, yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
You got me into. You told me it'd be okay. I didn't get you in anything, man. That would be okay.
It has been
all I had to do was
added
walk out
to
there.
the card.
Wait a minute.
This was your idea in the first
Wait a minute. You're giving me a headache. No, wait a minute. What do you mean? Come on, baby. Give me a headache if you don't watch out. The last time I got in the ring was a cage match, and that was it. I'm not wrestling anymore.
Hey, I'm already in a match. I don't have to wrestle twice.
Wait a minute.
No, wait. Can Eddie Marlin do that?
Yeah, he can do it. You better believe with an open contest. Hey, you want to get a hold of somebody?
Jerry Lawler comes scattering from the backstage area to send Cornette and Hart running.
Well, that's just the way I like them, Lance. I want them to be nice and reluctant because, you see, you know, and all of these fans know how long and how hard that road has been to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Amen.
And I was about this close to it there Monday night because I had Bockwinkel laying flat on his back, and who comes down but Mr. Hart and Mr. Cornette. Well, if you men want to be involved with me that bad, well, you are, because you're going to be real close to me this week, brother. You're going to be right in the ring with me, and you're going to be dancing on the end of this, Hart, and you're going to be dancing on the end of this, Cornette, and that's a promise. I'm going to take out years of frustration and anxieties over not having that World Championship belt around my waist, and I'm going to take it out on you two punks right there at the same time, and I'm going to have a little warm-up with this big Duke Myers. We're going to take some of the hot air out of him before it's over, too.
He got a bunch, too. I want to see that one. I think maybe what they ought to do, because they're going to have a whale of a time getting one of those guys to start, maybe let them both get in the ring, and there can't be any argument about who's going to start the match. We're going to take time out. You be sure to remember the action Monday night. We'll be back with more big action right here in just a moment.
Is the King, and we're waiting to see him in action. I'll tell you one thing for a living fact, I am really looking forward. From the opening of the program, we've had a little change, and I love it. I do too. Beautiful. Bobby Eaton will be the opponent for Jerry the King Lawler.
The King is right here, baby, in the turquoise and blue. Bobby Eaton's the King.
Okay, Jimmy, you hop up there. We'll just find out. That's what it's all about. All right, David.
One fall, 15-minute time limit from Huntsville, Alabama. 223 pounds with his manager, Jimmy Hart, Bobby Eaton. And going against him from Memphis at 232 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. One fall, 15-minute time.
Card subject to change, brother. We should have been getting Jerry Lawler versus Ace of Spades, but instead we're getting a better match, in my opinion, a main event anywhere in the country. Bobby Eaton versus Jerry Lawler. The bell is rung and we are underway. Bobby Eaton wearing blue and white, blue trunks, white boots. Jerry Lawler wearing black and red singlet, white boots. Jim Cornette on the outside. Sorry, Jimmy Hart on the outside. Sorry.
Stay in the chair. Bobby Eaton wants conference with Hart.
Bobby Eaton just getting a few final words from Hart.
Me right there. Come on, Calhoun. Is he the only referee we got here today?
I think he was
Both men circling.
sit down, Jimmy.
And we'll second that.
Both men still circling.
All right, Hart in the chair. Lawler.
Can't never top. Eaton pushes Lawler. Lawler pushes Eaton. Both men going and Lawler's get the best of that one. Are we going to get a clean break? Just, yep. Eaton cowering in the corner.
Lawler pull that right fist back and Eaton.
Jimmy Hart not happy with any of this. I think he's wearing pink shoes. Jimmy Hart. He's got a nice white suit on. Jerry Calhoun trying to get both men to unclench their fists. We don't want this to end up in a punching fight. Punching fight? Punching contest? I don't know. Go on over top. Lawler pushes Eaton back into the corner. Get a clean break. Just, yep. Eaton cowering in the corner again. Once again complaining about a clenched fist.
Warning for both of them. Forearms okay, upper arms okay. Keep the fist open.
Calhoun telling Lawler. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Been a busy day at work today. Jimmy Hart not happy at all. Calling over top. Eaton pushes Lawler into the corner. Oh, right hand by Eaton in the corner. Jimmy Hart distracted the referee ever so slightly. And Bobby Eaton popped Lawler right in the chin with a right hand.
Out of the corner, both says double. Referee didn't see that.
Eaton telling Calhoun it was a forearm.
He was tied up over here.
Well, what does his irate Jerry Lawler that little bit more? Both men getting admonished. Jimmy Hart being shouted at, sit back in your chair. Gone over top once again. Eaton pushes Lawler back into the corner. Oh, right hand by Eaton again, behind the referee's back. Lawler is pissed. Lawler is pissed. Lawler not happy whatsoever. We've had 2 minutes of action.
Nails it twice with a fist. We can see it right here.
You need glasses, evidently, man.
Look at Eaton. Look at Eaton with that right fist doubled up.
Come on, man.
Look at him. Look at him.
No, you're going to have a heart attack, sweetheart. I'm not having a heart attack.
Lawler.
Up here going, he did 10. He did 10. Come on.
Connor put up side headlock by Bobby.
Eaton with a headlock on Jerry Lawler.
Oh, right hand behind the referee's back again.
Double it up and smack Lawler.
All Bobby Eaton's doing is just irating Jerry Lawler. Absolute chaos here. Calhoun's going to end up getting smacked, I think. He keeps getting in the middle of these two gentlemen.
Into a boxing match. Both of you keep those fists open.
Hey, let's let them both use fists. That'll solve all of that. Just go right at it, man. Instead, the crowd would love it. I can tell you that for a fact.
Colin elbow. Eaton pushes Lawler into the corner. Gonna get clean break this time. No! Big right hand by Bobby Eaton, and again.
That time.
Into the throat behind the referee's back. Oh, Lawler punches snapmares. Lawler closed fist. Boom, 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 boom. Those piston right hands on the noggin of Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton goes outside, kicks the chair, throws the chair. He's having a paddy
A
here.
little bit of getting even there by the King. He had been hammered with that fist time after time by Bobby Eaton. And he got back.
You didn't see Lawler hit him with the fist 17 times. Tell me.
Yeah, but I also
Tell
saw
me.
Bobby hit him with the
Oh,
nail,
come
Jimmy.
on.
Find the chair. Give us a break.
Eaton climbing back up on the apron now. We're coming up on the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes gone. halfway around the ring. Bobby Eaton grabs the chair. Fights up on the apron. Eaton's got a chair. Jab Lawler in the stomach with it.
Bobby Eaton got the chair behind the referee's back and just jabbed Jerry Lawler in the gut with it while Jimmy Hart was distracting Jerry Calhoun. The chair is out of the ring. Bobby Eaton drops an elbow across Jerry Lawler's prone body there on the mat. Crowd going absolutely apeshit. Bobby Eaton drops a fist. Jerry Lawler in trouble.
Eaton to the bottom of the foot. Lawler rolls over to the rope. Eaton choking.
Go Jerry, go, shout the crowd. Bobby Eaton distracting the ref while Jimmy Hart now strangles Jerry Lawler. 6 minutes gone.
Bobby Eaton. Grabs Lawler from behind.
Bobby Eaton now raking the eyes of Lawler.
Rakes his fingers across his eyes.
Oh! Big right hand there by Bobby in the corner. Oh, and again.
There's that fist again.
Bobby Eaton hitting Jerry Lawler with all he's got. Jerry Lawler's getting more and more and more. The strap is down, the strap is down. Bobby Eaton's reaction to that was great. Right hand by Lawler, right hand by Lawler. Whoa, begging off does Bobby Eaton. Oh, kick by Lawler. Puts Eaton in the corner, stands on the second rope. 10 punches coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, stops at 6. Going for a suplex. And vertical suplex by Lawler. Going for the covers. No, here comes Duke Myers. Oh, Duke Myers is in the ring. So is Jimmy Cornette. The bell is rung. Jerry Lawler's going to win this one by disqualification. It's now 4-on-1. Cornette, Myers, Eaton and Hart. Jerry Lawler's getting his ass beat. What are they doing? Motion to outside? A motion to take him outside? They're going to get that chair maybe. Oh, Jerry Lawler now trying to fight back. Oh, he's fighting away. Pummeling Duke Myers with those right hands. Whips it. Oh, good lord. Myers flipped in the corner, landed on his head. Him and Cornette go running off. Your winner by disqualification, Jerry Lawler.
Myers and Cornette come in there, and he really fired Myers across the ring. Disqualification on it, and the King's going to be the winner.
Boy, I tell you what, I think Myers may think twice before he climbs in that ring again against Lawler. 7 minutes, 9 seconds, the time of the match. 7:09, and Jerry Lawler gets the win by disqualification.
Yowza, we're going to take time out. Be back in just a moment. Okay, what we're going to do right now is have an opportunity to share with everybody in the championship wrestling territory a match that took place down in Memphis, Tennessee. And this particular one was a handicap match. It had the family of Eaton and Hart and Big Giant Frazier involved. And they were going against Stagger Lee and Terry Taylor. I want you to watch the whole thing. There was stipulations involving hair and various things like that, Stagger Lee's mask and so forth. So let's take a look now at some of the highlights of it. 7 minutes in, Taylor fires back with 2 right hands, but Eaton cuffs him hard.
So I've seen footage from this last week in the Mid-South Coliseum. Terry Taylor, Stagger Lee going up against Playboy Frazier, Bobby Eaton and Jimmy Hart. Stagger Lee's in, drop kicks Bobby Eaton, punches. Oh, Stagger's the big plowboy. Right hand to Eaton. Jimmy Hart is on the apron after getting knocked down by Stagger. Stagger's wearing a nice light blue mask, light blue and white trunks. He's in the corner now. Bobby Eaton's got hold of him, but Plowboy Frazier came running in and knocked down Bobby Eaton. Fist drop by Stagger Lee. 1, 2, 3. Plowboy Frazier has been pinned by Stagger Lee. They're now cutting the hair of Stan Frazier.
And there it goes, Giant Frazier.
He's getting shaven. There's a gentleman in the ring with a razor cutting all the hair off Plyboy Frazier, or Stan Frazier, whatever he's called. He is now he's as bald as Paul Morton.
And that's it.
And the man goes running out of the ring. Oh, Guy Coffey, legendary Memphis talent. Stagger Lee's just been powdered by Jimmy Hart. Plyboy Frazier, I keep calling him Plyboy Frazier, but Eaton and Hart now attacking Taylor on the other side of the ring. Oh! Stan's now attacking Stagger, picks him up. Oh, slams him down on the mat. And oh, drops a big leg across the chest. Stagger Lee. Stan's now trying to take that mask off. Taylor's been stopped by Eaton and Hart. Stan's trying to take that mask off of Stagger Lee. Holy moly, Stan Frazier is pissed. He's had his hair shaved off. He's now trying to take some sort of redemption. He's got the mask off. But Stagger Lee's got his face covered. Terry Taylor's now able to cover him up and run him out of the arena. Holy moly, Stan Frazier has got the... Oh, give Paul Morton a good old belly bump. And... Oh my God, just dropped the leg across Paul Morton. Holy shit, Stan Frazier just dropped that 400, 500 pound frame across Paul Morton. Holy Moors.
I'll tell you for a fact he was in trouble over that. He not only bumped Paul Morton down, but he dropped that big leg on him. And he, in fact, drew a 1-month suspension because of that activity, and it was certainly a justified suspension on Big Giant Frazier, you and your guy.
I would imagine Frazier's probably gone to Georgia or somewhere like that.
The Coliseum saw it was Coco Ware. 350,000 people are seeing it live on TV today that it's Coco Ware and not Stagger Lee. What more do you want? And now they've suspended Plyboy Frazier, man. Plyboy Frazier. You know, he didn't know what he was doing. Something was in his eyes, and he dropped the leg. Anywhere you can drop the leg, man. If you just had your head shaved, you'd be like that too, man. Now they suspended. What more do you want? You know, this was going to be a great day for me, but it's turned out to be a horrible day. I've got a migraine headache now, but somebody else is going to have a migraine before this is over with. You know, this man right here, beautiful Bobby Eaton, I love dearly because he is one of my lieutenants of the First Family. And now I'm putting up $1,000 more, Bobby, and tell him what you're putting up, baby.
I'm going to go ahead and put $500 more, and that's going to make Jim and myself both have $1,500 in it altogether, Lance. Before we say anything else, for the past 5 or 6 weeks, all I've seen of is Stagger Lee this, Stagger Lee that, dancing around the ring, and he's doing all this thing, shaking his big fat butt in front of all these people over here.
He's trying to imitate.
Yeah, he's trying to imitate Jimmy Hart.
Talk like me, dress like me,
Dress
right,
like
Bobby?
me, but he never dressed that pretty.
That's right, baby.
But let me say something, Stagger Lee. This is going to be the last time. It's going to be the last time I want to see your face. It's the last time I ever want to see you in the ring because after it's all over, beautiful Bobby Eaton is going to be the new Mid-America Heavyweight Champion. Jimmy's going to keep his $1,000. I'm going to keep my $500. And after it's all over, and when you're laying down on the mat, I'm talking about down and crying, when the tears come back in your eyes, I'm going to take that mask right off your face, and I'm going to strut, and Jimmy's going to strut, and I'm going to have that Mid-America belt around my waist.
But, you know, the day is starting to be better, Bobby. It's going to start right now. You know why? Because I'm fixing to bring in my Bruise brothers, new and improved. Jake, Elwood, and Mad Dog is back with us again, baby. Come on, bring that band up, baby. Come on. Oh, Jake. Oh, look at him. Aren't they gorgeous? Come on, Mad Dog. Come on, baby. You know, he's going to do it today. Come on, Mad Dog.
We're going to see him in action. It's the Bruise brothers come out. Just take them on up to the ring.
Bruise power, baby. Are you ready? Are you ready?
You know what happened the last time Hart brought Mad Dog in here before his leg was fully healed, and now he's got him right back again today, Dave. All three of the Bruise brothers. And here comes the opposition. The Dutchman, Terry Taylor, Stagger Lee. And we're ready now for the official introduction.
It'll be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match, 6-man tag team action. Introducing, at a total weight of 694 pounds, from the Windy City with their manager Jimmy Hart, Jake Elwood and Mad Dog, the Bruise brothers. And going against them at a total of 660 pounds, from parts unknown, Stagger Lee. From Vero Beach, Florida, Terry Taylor. And from Oil Trough, Texas, Dutch Mantell. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Yeah, it was just last week, wasn't it, that Jimmy put Mad Dog in there, and they got his leg hurt again. But Hart putting him back in there again today, this time in a 6-man tag match. Starting out will be Jake and Stagger Lee.
We've got 6-man tag. We've got the Bruise brothers, Jake, Eli, and Elwood. It's Mad Dog, Porkchop Cash, and Dream Machine. They call it because this is what Jake. I was just looking at. They are Jake and Elwood Blues from the Blues Brothers film, which had come out. I think had it come out. Yeah, the film would come out in 1980, so they're doing it. I think then the music is from the Bruise Brothers as well, but they're going up against Stagger Lee, Terry Taylor, and Dutch Mantell. Stagger Lee wearing got his mask back on, wearing black trunks, white boots. Dutch Mantell, black singlet, black boots. Irish whips reversed by Porkchop Cash. Porkchop Cash hip tosses Mantell out of the corner. Porkchop Cash wearing his denim jeans, black boots. Dream Machine, who started the match, was wearing a black trousers, black boots. Colin over top now. Arm wringer by Cash. Hair pull. Arm bar. Dutch is a bit too close to the ropes. Calhoun's getting in the face of Porkchop Cash. Dutch Mantell is up and he tags in young Terry Taylor. Blue trunks, blue and white. Blue and white trunks, blue and white boots. Oh, right there by Cash. Tags in Dream Machine. Oh. Irish whip now by Machine. Big back body drop on Terry Taylor. Picks up Taylor. Irish whip again by the Machine. Oh, big clothesline. Runs over, tags in Cash. Oh, clobber and shot to the back of the head. Irish whip by Cash. Oh, just a big kick to the gut. Jimmy Hart very happy on the outside. Taylor goes head first into the boot of Dream Machine, who's now back in. Irish whip again. Picks up Taylor, slams him down. Off the ropes comes Machine. Misses the elbow. Taylor gets the tag into Stagger Lee. Stagger Lee's in. Porkchop Cash is in. Irish whip by Stagger. Oh, back elbow. Porkchop Cash calculated that one and dropped the elbow. Mad Dog still hasn't been in. Dream Machine now back in. Irish whip Stagger Lee. Oh, kick to the gut. Oh, knee to the side of the head. Tags in Mad Dog. Mad Dog's in. Denim trousers, black boots. Oh, clobber and shot there by. Was he that dude with the crate? No, surely not. Was he? Look, he looks a bit like him. I don't think he was. Stagger Lee now fighting back. He's going after that leg of Mad Dog's. He's trying to attack that leg again, trying to take that leg back to Union City, or wherever Stagger Lee comes from. Dutch Mantell's now back in, stomping away on Mad Dog. Oh, stomping away on that leg of Mad Dog. Going for a figure four, no spin and toe hold. Spin and toe hold. Mad Dog can't get to the ropes, can't get to his partners. Terry Taylor's now in. Second rip on the inside. Oh, leg drop across the leg. Holy, that's going to damage that leg severely. Mad Dog will not give up though. He's being asked. Oh, leg puller. Stagger Lee's now in. Single leg Boston Crab. Single leg Boston Crab. Mad Dog's going to give up. Is he going to give it or not? Joe Calhoun's in the face of Mad Dog. The other Bruise brothers aren't coming in. That's it. Mad Dog gives up. Mad Dog gives up. Stagger Lee once again with that leg. I don't know why the other Bruise brothers didn't come in and break up the submission. I don't know. I don't know, wrestling fans. I don't know. Jimmy Hart is unhappy. I think Mad Dog maybe not long for this wrestling world.
Typical of that right there situation. He'll fight right to the last drop of somebody else's blood out there. You had him in there too early.
I didn't have anybody. Hey, come here. Mad Dog, you get up. You get up.
Okay.
Oh, he can hear me. Get up. Get back. Dream, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone. You're going to get up. You're not going to humiliate me and the first family out here. Now get up. Come on, get back, get back. Pork Chop, get back. Come on. Come on, don't Jimbo me. Don't Jimbo me. You get up, man. Come on. Now get up and get to the back or you ain't gonna never be in the family. Come on. Did you hear? Do I stutter? You get up. Now get up. Come on. Get back. Pork chop, get back. Don't anybody help him. Get out. Get out of the ring. Get out of the ring.
You're listening to the haranguing of Jimmy Hart.
Get up. You can get up. Now get up. Come on, we don't want no babies and sissies in the family.
Come on.
Come on.
Dog, get up.
Mad Dog down there. His leg hurt again. 2 weeks in a row they've had him in there.
You either get up and don't anybody help him. Don't anybody help him. Now you walk back to the back. Walk back to the back. Now go on. Come on, I don't want no crybaby in the family. Come on.
You're not getting any.
Come on, go on back. Let's get to the back. Come on now, you get up, man, and you get to the back right now. We don't want you anymore in the first family. No more.
So, in addition to having lost the fall, the humiliation of
my way or no way. Now get up and get back.
The hollering by Hart and the haranguing and all of that, and Mad Dog trying to limp his way back into the dressing room after they worked on a leg, which obviously, even last week, was nowhere near ready to be in there, and Hart had him back in again. We're going to take time out. We got more action in the Moondogs coming up in just a moment.
Being joined right now by Dutch Mantell, who will be going in a return match against Bill Superstar Dundee for the Southern Heavyweight title. Dutch, rare occasion when the Dutchman comes out on the short end of anything.
Wait a minute. Who said I came out on the short end of it? Just because I didn't get the belt, I did not lose the battle, and I have not lost the war. And I told everybody last week I was going to come out here, and I said, Dundee, we're going to have a fight. And that's exactly what we did. And I said, Dundee, you're not going to win it. And Dundee did not win that fight. Now, you know one thing about Dundee? He's had a change of attitude, and he's going to have a change of looks after next Monday night. I'm going to change him totally. He's going to be a totally changed person. Now, he came out here, and thousands of fans, they like Bill Dundee. Little bitty kids, 3 and 4 and 5 years old, looked up to Dundee, right? And they thought he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, I wonder what they think about him now. They used to look up to him. Not too far, but they used to look up to him. Now, I understand we got a little tape right here.
Yeah, we do.
Me and Dundee, I haven't seen it. I want to see it myself.
I want everybody to take a look at this, because you'll see the tough Dutchman and Billy going. Let's see. He's talking about a fight.
Right out here with us, Lance, in front of the table, Dundee and Mantell.
Wrestling footage of Dundee and Mantell. Their contest from this past week. That's Mantell, black singlet, black boots. That's Bill Dundee wearing his red tights. They've been back and forth last week in their promos. Dundee blew some smoke in the face of... Mantell blew smoke in the face of Dundee.
Mantell down.
This is Dundee fight. The AWA Southern Heavyweight title that Dundee recently won from Terry Taylor.
And Dundee comes right back after him.
Dundee
on top of
Dundee
him, catches him with the right hand.
Apron.
Oh my goodness, right on the table. Bill
Mantell laid across the commentation station. Dundee actually beating the crap out of him out there. Terry Calhoun's trying to stop him. Oh, both men kicked each other. Dundee got a face full of foot. Still brawling on the outside. That's not atomic drop on the outside. Dundee was head first into the standard around the ring that holds the ropes around the ring.
7 minutes total action because it started long before the bell rang. For the announcements, they're going after it, Lancer.
And at 4 minutes,
wailing away on each other outside. Bill Dundee trying to get back in the ring, but Mantell stops him. Mantell trying to get back in the ring. Dundee steps him around. The referee's counted both men out.
He says ring the bell.
And he's double counted both men out.
Referee double disqualified.
Oh, double count out, I think. They're still brawling. That hasn't stopped. They're now back in the ring. Mantell now whips Dundee at the ropes. Oh, big kick. Oh, right hand by Dundee. Right hand by Mantell. Right hand by Dundee. Dutch has got something out of his tights. He's got a chain. Dundee's wailing away, wailing off. Big enough even.
Okay, Lance, does that look like I lost that fight? It looks like when I straightened that big number 11 out on him, that straightened his little act up.
Yeah.
Now, Dundee, I'm going to say one thing about you, buddy. I like rough matches. I don't like wrestling hoes because wrestling hoes hurt. I like rough matches, and the rougher they get, the better I like them because that's my style. Dundee, I want you to come after me, baby. No time limit, no disqualification. We can go up to the top of that Coliseum if you want to, and I'll be right on you, baby. I'm going to say one thing, Dundee. He used to sit in the dressing room with me, and I never liked him too much then because you say, Dutch, can I get some tobacco from you? I'd give him some tobacco. Somebody'd write him a letter. He's got a third-grade education, right? Dutch, I got a letter from a fan. Can you read this letter to me? I'd read the letter to him. But now he wants to change his whole attitude. Well, Dundee, you changed it on the wrong guy, buddy. When I get in the ring with you Monday night at Coliseum, it's going to be your last day as Southern champion. Maybe one of your last days as a professional wrestler. Dundee, you show up because I'm dang sure going to be there.
Okay, the Dutchman, and let me tell you, it will be some kind of fierce confrontation between those two guys. Davey, how about out of town? We got a bunch of action coming. Bill Dundee still got the Southern heavyweight title, but I think it's pretty obvious to everybody that Dundee is not through with Dutch Mantell. The Dirty Dutchman still has his eyes set on taking that title away from Bill.
You know, Mantell, I stood back in the back, and you made me sick, Daddy. Now, I hope you show up this week, Jack, and I hope you bring a whole can of this, Daddy, because let me tell you something. If you've ever wrestled a guy that's covered in hair like Dutch Mantell and you don't spray none of this on him, you can't get near him. And I wasn't running from you, Mantell. I was running from all that stinking hair on your back, brother, because it was all knotted and matted, and you hadn't been in a shower and a bath in weeks. Now, I'm going to talk to Eddie Marlin, and I'm going to have him shave your back before you wrestle me ever again, brother, because I just can't get near you to beat you. And if I can't get near him, I can't beat him, can I now?
Well, he'll be there. Now, you know that whenever you...
He was running all over that building, and I heard him run. I was chasing him up the aisle, and he said, please, Mr. Redneck, please help me. Then he looked up in the balcony and said, please, Mr. Jungle Buddy, you help me. But nobody come to help you, brother. Nobody come to help you. Now, Mantell, I stood out here, and I told you I whipped Terry Taylor, and I whipped him. And I'm standing out, and I'm going to tell the people I'll whip you, and I'll whip you. Now, Dutchman, you're a little different kettle of fish from Terry Taylor, brother, because you like to fight, and so do I. And like I said before, I will wear this strap until a better wrestler comes along to take it off me, but there ain't none here, Lance.
Well, Dutch Mantell feels that he is in the category that he certainly fits it.
Oh, yeah, and I'm
out.
sure
Right.
Little Ricky Rocky Roll thinks he's in it, and Little Robert Rock, or whatever he calls himself. And I'm sure the Fabs think they're all in the kettle of fish, too. But they're not. There can only be one Southern champion, and you're looking at him, folks, and you may not like him. Some may, and some may not. You may not, but I really don't care, because I am the Southern champion, and I will be for a long, long time. So just put all your names in the hat, have Eddie Marlin pull them out one by one, stand you all up, and I'll knock you all down. And if you don't believe it, Lance, just show up wherever it is, and I'll prove it.
I'll be right there, Bill, and there's no question you still got the belt. We have some differences of opinion about your style of wrestling these days, but you do have the belt, and you are the champion.
That's exactly right. So that makes me a class above everybody else. Now, I'll tell you this. I may not be the biggest Southern champion you ever had, but I'm sure the cutest. Thank you.
Bill Dundee, the superstar. We're right now ready to go to the ring.
The Moondogs are coming in for a big action bout here on Championship Wrestling. All right, Dave, let's see if we can get them in and get it underway.
All right, standing in the ring right now, Craig Carson, and his partner is going to be Tom Maley. Tom already involved in a match earlier today. Boy, I tell you, it's been quite a day already for Tom Maley. He was in the handicap match with David Johnson against Duke Myers, and boy, they took quite a pounding. Maley and Craig Carson back as a team, and look who they got to go against. Jimmy Hart bringing in the International Roughnecks, the Moondogs. Taking their big old bones up in the corner. This match to the expiration of time. From Brown Rock, Texas, Craig Carson, and from Memphis, Tom Maley. Their total weight 440. The Moondogs at a total of 512. We're underway.
Tom Maley back in action, teaming up with Craig Carson. They weigh Gorilla Monsoon going against the Moondogs. The bell is just about wrong. Tom Maley's in there again. First match. Still wearing his yellow trunks, black boots. Moondog number 2 in now. Blue singlet denim jeans. Black boots tags in Moondog number 1. Black singlet denim jeans, black boots. Oh, falling power slam there by the Moondog. Tags in his brother. Big old kick there to the gut by Moondog Jimmy Hart on the outside again. This has been the Jimmy Hart and Jim Cornette show today. Tom Melee is up. He is overhead. And he is... dropped through it first across the top rope. Jimmy Hart whistling to the Moondogs. Moondog tag back in. Clobbering there by Moondog on Tom Melee. The international rednecks as they are billed as. Former WWF Tag Team Champions. Excuse me. Melee picked up. Melee. Put in the corner. And a falling power slam again by the Moondog. Off the ropes. What an elbow drop. Tags in his partner. Tom Melee needs to tag his partner in for definite. Moondog just dropping thrusts across the head of Tom Melee. Headbutt. Tom Melee better be getting 2 paychecks for this, brother. Tags in the other Moondog. Just a rear kick to the gut. Moondog picks up Melee. Slams him down. Picked up again. Moondog's tag. Shot to the exposed ribs. Rex Spot, I believe this is, but don't know which one's which. Moondog with a beautiful suplex. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, he picks him up. Wants to give some more. Here comes Fabulous Ones. Fabulous Ones now in. Fabulous Ones are attacking the Moondogs. They've been feuding around the loop, and they've trying to get some redemption for the other week when they got their shirts ripped up and they got the absolute shit kicked out of them, did the Fabulous Ones. Bell has rung, and the Fabulous Ones are going to give the victory to the Moondogs, but they don't care about that. They're brawling all over the studios here, throwing them inside the curtains. Throwing them head first into the wall here to Stan. Wearing some lovely tracksuits here, Steve and Stan. It's got a chair to the head of the Moondog. To the head back of the other Moondog. Fabulous Ones getting some redemption here on television.
We're back with the guys that came in and made a devastating appearance and impression on the Moondogs. Stan Lane, Steve Kern, the Fabulous Ones. You guys really got into it with them and ran them out the door.
Lance, we got a little piece of film. I want to show the people if you'd run it for us, please.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at it right now. The Fabulous Ones and the Moondogs tangling it up in the ring.
Fabulous Ones attacking the Moondogs from behind here in the Mid-South Coliseum with a chair. Chair across the leg of the Moondog, and again and again.
I'll tell you, this one started in a rush.
Fabs and the Moondogs have been feuding for the last few weeks in the Mid-South Coliseum in the Louisville area. Absolutely beating the holy moly out of the leg of the Moondog with that chair.
We're 45 seconds into a one-fall 60-minute bout. The title's at stake.
Dropping the legs, dropping the elbows across the legs is Stan. On the bigger Moondog, kicking away on the leg.
Blowing in the background, probably he has been frantic as the Southern Tag Champions with the Fabulous Ones coming in here all business, setting about to do one thing, and that's get those
dropping their weight across the leg. Moondogs are the AEWA Southern Tag Team Champions by the sounds of it. They took those belts from the Fabulous Ones. The Fabulous Ones are trying to take them back. Got a figure 4. Yep, stands. Moondog with a fist drop. Breaks up the. Goes for the cover 1, 2. Nope, 2 count. Moondogs using each other as weapons.
Bouncing from one rope to the other and one
Kern in trouble here. Irish whip by the Moondog. Steve ducks. Big shoulder tackle. Takes down the dog. Jimmy out on the outside with his hard hat and his whistle.
Steve using the
shoulder tackle again by Steve.
Really nail the Moondog.
Moondog now with a bear hug though on Steve.
To the corner, the Moondog cuts him off. Here comes
Jimmy Hart
the big
distracting the referee.
Yeah, he's got that
Oh, powder by Stan, but Jerry Calhoun just turned around and saw it. Jerry Calhoun saw the powder. The Moondog was trying to attack Steve with the bone. Jimmy Hart was distracting him, but Jimmy Hart just turned around just enough so referee could see the powder.
Fabulous ones ever since we started wrestling these guys. We've been kissing bones, but also we've had a little problem. You know, we've been itching. I think we got fleas, so we went down to Petland last week. We got some flea and tick powder and some choke collars. We were ready for those guys. If you think you've seen that, sweetheart, you ain't seen nothing yet. You be there Monday night, Moondogs, because we got some more surprises for you, brother.
Let me tell you, I saw some right there, and I think you guys are really ready for him with a no disqualification.
Well, you know, Lance, last week I came out here and I said, Jackie Fargo told us to choose, either be boys or be men. Go to the ring and get back what you lost, or be boys and walk off. Well, we're going to show them just what men are in this area, and we're going to take you Moondogs Monday night. You just got a little sample every time you've got your back turned or looking the other way. Be expecting one of the fabulous ones to be jumping on your back. You tried to fire us up? We're fired, and we'll be there.
Stanley, Steve Kern, the exciting, fabulous ones, in a no disqualification match with the Moondogs. That'll be something, Dave. How about a recap for us here?
All right, let's take a look at it. Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton. The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Champion.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've just watched. Hold on, as I turn this off. It'll work. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've just watched the 16th of April 1983. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the show. Hopefully, you're enjoying watching the watchy bit there on Patreon, patreon.com/MemphisCast. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for your continued support. Please do not forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter @MemphisCast, youtube.com/@MemphisCast. Got some nice little videos here you can watch, and also patreon.com/MemphisCast. £1 a month gets you this, gets you the Monday Night Project, early access, and you also get a few of the little bits and pieces that I just throw on there as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for your continued support. Thank you very much to the fine folk of Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you very much to Lance Russell, Dave Brown, and Jerry Jarrett. And until next time.